Rather unusual fringe event, an international arts festival featuring disabled performers. It is the first time such a festival has been held in New Zealand, and it's the brainchild of disabled comedian Philip Patston. In a moment, we will speak to David Roche, one of the international guests taking part, but first, it's live to Auckland Harbour Bridge to kick off the festival in style. Philip joins me now. Philip, good morning to you.
Hello, Paul.
Now, are you a weeny bit nervous? I mean, this was your idea to kick it off this way.
Yeah, it was a good idea sort of about a week ago, and now I'm thinking that maybe, you know, I was slightly deluded, but hey, maybe I'm not here at all. It's a dream.
I assure you, Philip, you are there, and we're going to see you jump. Have you ever done a bungee jump before?
I haven't done a bungee jump. I've done 2 skydives and a reverse bungee, so this is kind of like going backwards, I guess.
All right. You had to be hoisted onto the bridge, didn't you? Because I understand you weren't able to walk up there yourself.
No, we came in on the boat and went up, so I've sort of done it in reverse in slow motion, so I guess I know what to expect.
All right.
Kind of.
Apparently it's not form if the person chickens out at the last minute to push them off, but we've decided we will push you if we have to.
Good, okay, right.
Now, first of all, before you jump, the Giant Leap Festival, this was your idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had this idea 4 years ago when I came back from performing in Vancouver at a similar festival, and I just felt that New Zealand needed to be part of the global disability culture movement.
Well, you should be congratulated for that, and you've got some wonderful international and local artists together. We're going to meet one of the international artists in a moment, but first of all, Philip, this is the big one. This is your Giant Leap.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, we'll take the earpiece out. See, I wouldn't do this. Oh dear.
Feeling good there? You ready?
Yep.
Okay, are we ready for this?
Here we go.
I don't think I am. Is Philip.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh gosh. You see? If you can just make him out there in the long shot. See, he didn't scream as much as I would. There's a bit of... Oh dear, you see? You got to say... I don't know. What is it about the man falling off the bridge? See, that's more excitement than you can shake a stick at, really, isn't it? All right, then. That's very, very entertaining. Perhaps more entertaining than it should be. Joining me now in the studio is one of the international performers who've come for this Fringe Festival, David Roche. David, welcome along.
Hello, it's good to be here.
And wonderful to have you in the studio, too. This is the first time we've had a festival of this sort in New Zealand. Does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't. But I would put nothing past Philip Patston. He is deluded, it's true. Yeah. But he's a pioneer and a great leader.
Deluded and swinging at the end of a piece of elastic at the moment.
Who could ask for more?
Would you do that?
No, he asked me. I thought he was joking. But no, I won't do it.
Now, let's talk about your performance. You start one of your shows getting the audience all together to ask you a question. And I suppose that really is an icebreaker. You get the audience to ask in unison what happened to your face.
Yeah, and everybody does it.
Yeah.
Because that's what's right on the tip of their tongue, of course.
Is that something that all your life you've had to fight? The fact that you know every time you meet someone, the first thing they're saying in their head is, I wonder what happened to his face.
Yeah, the thing that people with visible disabilities have to face is often that first 10, 15 minutes of people getting used to you. I realize now, that's not bias. That's just a normal human reaction. I do the same thing.
Yeah,
I do the same thing. Yeah.
All right, what happened to your face?
This is a birth difference called an extensive cavernous hemangioma. That'll be on the quiz, okay?
Yes, okay. I'll try and remember it.
Swollen blood vessels. Basically, I also had heavy radiation therapy that caused the lower part of my face to stop growing. And so I was born with this face.
So you were born with this?
Yeah.
And it's not something that will get worse, it's something you just live with?
Yeah, that's basically the case.
Now, you have become... is it fair to call you a comedian? You're a performer.
I like humorist. I like humorist. I tell stories, too. I sing a little bit.
The Church of 80% Sincerity.
You find that attractive? You think
well, I do find that attractive,
Yeah.
and that's the name of your performance.
Yeah, that's it.
I just wonder if 80% sincerity, is that more than the average church?
I think so. I think that some people find it a little high, some people find it a little low. You know, politicians, they are freaked out. They think 80% sincerity is too much.
Yeah. Tell me just a weeny bit about the performance, because it's been described as very funny.
It is funny. I talked about facial difference, and that doesn't seem like a funny thing, but the truth of the matter is everybody feels disfigured in some way,
Right.
inside, outside, and so it's a universal.
All right, well, I wish you all the very best for the performance, David. Thank you very much for joining us in the studio. All right, let's go back now to Philip and find out what it was like leaping off the bridge. Do you think it's a silly thing to do, having done it?
I think it's great that I'm alive.
Which was the... Was it very hard to actually be launched off the bridge? At the end of the day, that sort of fights the instinct to stay alive, doesn't it?
Yeah, you sort of have to not think about it a lot, otherwise, yes, you wouldn't.
You didn't scream as much as I would have screamed.
Have you ever done it, Paul?
No, and I never will. You've done it for me and a lot of other people today.
You once. It's like being born.
All right, Philip, thank you very much for joining us, and again, congratulations for the festival.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
See everyone at Giant Leap.
Okay, thank you very much, Philip.
Thank you, Paul.
All right.